Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Elgato Camlink 4K and we're going to do a little test quality clip using the Lumix G7 camera. Now the reason I'm using this camera is because I can pull it on a quick release mount on the computer, so I can easily pull it off if I need to. Now I wouldn't recommend going out and spending all that money on a 4K camera, even though the Lumix G7 is in the budget range. I would probably be looking at something more like this. This is the Sony A5100 or A5100, I can't remember. So this could be bought on eBay probably for, you know, 200 odd pounds probably. All right, so here's the box. There's not really much in it. There's a little bit of information on the back, but all you need really is the actual USB stick. It does come with a little like adapter, just so that if you've not got room at the back of the computer, because it does stick out obviously about that far, you can plug it in on a little like little bendy adapter. Okay, so although it does say 4K, now the Camlink supports 4K 30 FPS. Unfortunately for this camera, it only supports 1080p 60 FPS. Now I tried to crank it up to 4K and we'll go over this in a minute. If I put 4K on this camera, you get a load of desync with the audio and there's a lot of delay, so I'll be moving and talking and it kind of won't all sync up and looks well, messy. Quality's good, the actual picture quality, but unfortunately you get loads of desync issues. Now you can fix that with delaying the recording on the Lumix through OBS, but you know, if you just want it to work straight out of the box, plug and play, I'd recommend just using the 1080p 60 FPS function. So setting up, it's really easy to set up. I put the Lumix camera on this little mount above my computer, and all you got to do is plug a HDMI cable in, plug the other HDMI cable into the Camlink, plug the Camlink into your computer, and then OBS will pick it up straight away. I didn't have to install any other software. Now, one thing I will mention is on the camera, you will need to disable the HDMI output like overlay, because otherwise you'll be seeing on the screen like little squares and... So to demo what I mean by that, as you can see here, we have these bits at the side. We have this box that's tracking my face. So to turn that off, all we do is we hit the menu button. We go down to TV. Oh, gone past it. It's kind of hard because I'm doing this in reverse. So we go TV connection. And then we go down to HDMI info display off. There we go. And we go back. You know, things that would usually show up on the camera screen on the display, which obviously you don't want. Excellent. So we've now changed the camera over to the 4K setting, and as you're probably noticing, my voice is not lining up with what's actually coming out of my mouth. So apparently there is a way of fixing this. So let's go ahead and drag OBS onto this screen. Okay, so if we go into our audio and we go to our microphone, we go advanced properties, and then here we can set a sync offset. We can change the video, the microphone to a 233 millisecond offset. Okay, so we're now set to 4K. We've put a delay on the microphone of 233 milliseconds, and hopefully that is now lining up with my voice and syncing up. So what looks like is coming out of my mouth is actually coming out of my mouth. Again, I would probably just leave on 1080p 60 FPS because it's going to be, you know, easier to stream and record anyway at that resolution. And it looked really good to begin with, so. Okay, so here We've now got the Logitech C920 on the screen. Now, I've had this webcam for quite a long time, and as you can see, there's quite a big difference in camera quality. So, you know, if you're trying to up your game for Zoom meetings, especially now everyone's working from home in the lockdown, or you want to stream or record yourself, whatever reason, you know, using the Camlink and a camera is definitely a really good way to massively, you know, up the quality of your video. So again, you don't need a really expensive camera like the Lumix G7. Well, when I say expensive, this is expensive for me. So again, it is a budget camera. Now you could also pair up the Camlink with something like a GoPro. You could get one of those cheap off of eBay, something like the GoPro Hero 6, maybe. Again, some of those have 4K resolution as well. So again, that's a good option. And then another option would be something like the Sony A5000 or A51,000. Again, you could probably pick up one of these for a couple of £100 off of eBay. And again, this would do, you know, a really good job. The only problem I have with this is when I'm recording, it does tend to overheat quite easily, and it shuts the recording off. So whether or not it would do that with the Camlink, I'm not sure. And that was a real pain with this camera. So again, something to think about. One thing you will need, you also need a continuous power supply. You can get that for, I don't know, £10 for the Lumix. It's just like a dummy battery that slides in, and you just plug that into a power source. I think it comes with a power brick, so it just goes straight into the wall. And I've been happily running the camera non-stop for hours on end, and it hasn't overheated, hasn't stopped recording or anything. So it's, you know, been working really well. Okay, so there's probably a lot of things that I've missed in this test, but again, it's just like a basic quality check I just wanted to go over. So if you're thinking about buying the Camlink and pairing that with a cheap DSLR camera, watch this video, and obviously, you know, if you're happy with the way this looks, then, you know, go ahead, buy yourself one. So thank you very much for watching. Again, please hit that like button because it does help me out a lot. I've currently got 1,600 subscribers, and I'd really like to get that over 2,000. So if you could do me a favor, a big favor, and, you know, hit that subscribe button, I really appreciate it. And also, if you thought this video was a big steaming pile of dog poo, obviously hit that dislike button, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.